and oh my gosh, it was like blossoming again. I felt renewed, I felt amazing, I was a new person. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys have probably seen, I have not been very active across my social media channels for a little while now. And I kind of wanted to create this video today as like a little bit of an update of what's been happening with me, what's been going on, and where I'm currently at in life. Before I jump into this video, I do want to address the elephant in the room that my hair is significantly different to the last time you saw me. As you can tell, my hair is darker, and I want to tell you the funny story as to why my hair is darker. So one day I was really sad, really depressed. Don't ask me why. Actually, it kind of like links into like the rest of the video today. And I'm the kind of person that I will make spontaneous decisions with the click of a finger, and I will run with that, and I will do that spontaneous decision without giving it any real thought. I was like, need a change, gonna change my hair, and literally 20 minutes after I had made that decision, I was off to the hairdresser and the change was about to happen. Went to the hairdressers and I was like, I want to be darker, make me as dark as you can go. And we ended up going darker, and I ended up cutting off so much of my hair, and oh my gosh, it was like blossoming again. I felt renewed, I felt amazing, I was a new person. This video was a little bit different to what I previously do. I kind of wanted to sit down today and have a bit of a real talk and kind of update you guys on what's been happening and where I'm currently at in both life and both with social media and Instagram and all that kind of jazz. Some of you may be wondering like why I'm making this kind of video, and the reason that I am is because I think it's actually very helpful for me as a person, because it's something that I can look back on eventually and reflect on how I was currently feeling, how I dealt with things, and how I was at that present time in comparison to how I will be in the future. I just want to quickly also point out another reason of why I wanted to make this video. When I was going through quite a lot of this stuff, I was seeking YouTube videos to like help, because I find these kind of videos helpful for other people, because it's actually really nice to see people express how they're feeling and talk about it, and kind of talk about how they got through it and what they did to overcome it too. And I guess you can kind of see it as like a light of hope, because you know, I like to think I'm a very hopeful person. A lot of things do happen, you know, and it's all about accepting, acknowledging them, and then trying to move forward about it. And that's kind of also why I'm doing this video today, because I want to move forward, and I feel like this is a step for me personally, whether you agree with it or not. I feel like this is a step for me to move forward. There are a few of you out there that actually do care, which actually like really baffles me. Some of you sitting out there right now actually really care about me, what goes on in my life, and all that kind of jazz. And you know what? I want to use this as a platform for you guys to get to know me a little bit better too, because I find that when I post pictures and when I post some of my videos, it doesn't allow that opportunity for me to get to know you guys and to have proper conversations with you on a more personal level. Because the kind of reason that I love doing all these things is I love the chats and the conversations that I get out of all this stuff, because it's actually really heartwarming to talk to people who share the same or similar interests as me. And like, I don't know, it's just nice to get to know people from all around the world, or people that live in Australia too. So over the past few months, I have gone through a little bit. You may not necessarily think that it was anything significant, but hey, as individuals we all go through things differently. Some people experience things worse and some people don't experience things. It's just how we all are as individual people. So over the few months I had made a huge decision to end some friendships with people who I dearly loved and who I was friends with since I've been in kindergarten, because sometimes I think there comes a time where people become toxic to you, and I'm not bad mouthing anybody, because sometimes this thing is going to happen in your life. You know, you are going to meet people that are going to walk in and walk out of your life. It's just how things happen. There's nothing you can do about it, there's nothing you can change, and it's going to happen to every single one of us. So over the past 2 months I have really struggled mentally. So in case you guys don't know, I actually work 2 jobs. So I work in a bakery and I work as a waitress. So basically how my hours work is I work late nights at one job and I work early mornings at the other one, but collectively altogether I work full-time hours. So I had been doing that for quite a few months and it was easy to juggle, but then I started back at uni. So when I had started my second job, I actually I wasn't at uni when I started my second job, but over the course of the Christmas holidays and stuff, you know, I learned how to deal with having 2 jobs and working late nights and early mornings and how to deal with it. But then uni went back and then it hit me really, really hard, and I'm not gonna lie and say that I haven't struggled, because I've really struggled over the past few months. I honestly don't know how I've done it. It has been a real roller coaster, but honestly all I can say is effectively managing your time is one of the best things that you can do. So in the middle of trying to work 2 jobs and attend university, I also Instagram, as you guys could probably know because I originated from Instagram, which actually takes up a lot of your time. I think a lot of people who don't do this underestimate bloggers and Instagrammers quite a lot, because it actually takes a very long time to get your photos and stuff, because if the lighting isn't right, that's a downer. If there's something wrong with your technology, whether you use a camera, use your phone or something like that, you know, there's always going to be some sort of technical difficulty. Some products just don't photograph right, whether like it's a glossy kind of product or something like that, you know. And you know, sometimes you're not in the mood for it, you don't really want to do it, and sometimes it just doesn't work, because not everything can work 24/7. If you've been on Instagram, and if you are an Instagrammer, you would also know that over the past few months there has been this issue called shadow banning. Now, I'm not going to go into what shadow banning is or anything like that. All I know is I have experienced it, but if you guys are more interested in it, just literally type it into Google, type it into YouTube. There is so much information on the internet. But basically with shadow banning, it was kind of ruining engagement, and it was ruining like the opportunity to talk to people, which is why I do this. I do this not to gain fame, not to gain likes, not to, you know, get sent free stuff. I do this because I love having conversations with people about things that I share mutual loves for. So that was kind of a bit of a downer, and I'm not going to lie, over the past few weeks I have seriously considered whether to quit everything. And I know that seems like the easy way out, but that's not what I meant by quit. As I said before, Instagram can be really draining, but it also can be really great as well. And when you have things like shadow banning coming into the mix, it can really make a downer on things and kind of question why you were doing it. There's also the opportunity like of judgment and that kind of stuff too, and usually I don't really care about judgment, but over the past few months, like I said, I have been changing as a person, so I've been a little bit more sensitive than I usually am. So I was starting to wonder whether or not deleting Instagram and deleting my YouTube and kind of removing myself from the social media was a good idea. But over the past few weeks, I have had a serious think about a lot of things in relation to what I want, where I'm going, and what I want to do and what I want to get out of life. And I know this seems like really deep and meaningful, but like this is an honest conversation that you should be having. You know, if you are feeling glum, if you are feeling down, you know, you need to do something about it. And this is my way of doing things about it. And yeah, so my whole perception of things is currently changing. I won't admit that I've gotten anywhere yet. I think this is kind of one of the first steps to getting somewhere, because you know, you can't be great all the time, and it's the same with every other person. You have your good days, you have your bad days, and unfortunately my bad days have been going over a couple of weeks, but I know that it eventually will get better, and I know that I will get through it and that I will gain the strength. But at the moment I'm trying to find my ground of where I am, and it's funny because I kind of describe it as like I feel like I'm going through a midlife crisis and I'm only 21. But yeah, I just wanted to say to you guys that I have made the decision that I'm not going anywhere. I'm still staying here, but at the same time, if you don't like me, if you don't like what I post, and if you don't like watching me, then please just go away. Like, it's as simple as that, because you know, I like to be a positive person. I have never posted a hateful comment anywhere, and I don't think you should either, because you do not know what someone is going through. You do not know what they are feeling, and you have no idea if your one stupid little comment could trigger someone. I'm not saying if you leave me a dumb comment it will trigger me, but I'm just saying, like, as a generalized thing, that some comments, even if they're slightly rude, can really trigger someone and tip someone over the edge. So like I said, if you don't like me, please just go now. But if you do like me, then subscribe to my channel and follow me on my social media platforms. Send me a DM on Instagram. I'd love to have a chat with you. I'm so open to making friends. I want to spread the love. I know that sounded like really lame, but in all seriousness, I am. I also want you guys to know that if you need someone or you want someone to talk to, please email me. My email is always in the description box. My Instagram, my DMs are always on, and I'm always on Instagram. I'm always checking them. Or Snapchat me. I will always reply to you. I want to be a person that you can look up to and that you can look for in hope when you're feeling down, because that's what I want to try and be here for. I want to kind of share a bit of life experiences and kind of share like that you're not alone if you go through things, and that things are okay, because at the end of the day things are okay. Things are okay to be experienced, you know, like most things that you feel are normal, and there are a million other people in the world right now feeling the exact same feeling as you. I'm gonna end this video right now because I don't know if I've rambled on. I probably have by now, because this is actually meant to be like a 5-minute video. But like I said, I really wanted to be real with you guys, and I really wanted to bring a sense of realness to my channel. You guys, I'm really sorry if this video was a little bit of a downer, but I hope you actually got something out of it, because that was what my intention was. And I will see you guys in my next video.